So in this video, I'm going to let you know how I'm getting on with the 80-20 training method. Sunday, long run day. Starting out a little bit later than normal, but I'll get to that in a little bit. So let's go running. So it occurred to me recently that I haven't really gone through how I've been feeling on this 80-20 training block after that 11-week Maffetone method training block I did. So in this video, I'm going to let you know how I'm getting on with the 80-20 training method. Just under 8k in and first drink stop. Bit over 11k. So let's talk about this 80-20. 6 weeks in, when you're watching this video, it'll be a couple of days until that first 5 kilometre race as part of this training block. If you've been watching the channel for a while, I'm doing 2 training blocks comparing the Maffetone method to the 80-20, and I did 5 kilometre and 10 kilometre races as part of the Maffetone training block, and I'm doing the same as part of the 80-20. And I've got to say, the 80-20 hasn't gone as well as I thought it would. I thought I would see some real instant improvement in my overall pace when I moved from the Maffetone to the 80-20, but that wasn't the case. I really struggled in the first probably 4 or 5 weeks with the 80-20. I felt some runs were good, other runs were bad. It shook me a little bit. I just sort of lost a little bit of confidence with my running. But over the past week, I have started to see a significant improvement now. Whether I had my expectations a little bit too high early on with some of the pace that I set, with some of the speed sessions. I've shown you quite a few speed sessions and long runs and so forth that I've done as part of this training block. While I was disappointed with some sessions, other sessions went really well. But over the past week, seeing a lot more consistency. And although I'm not hitting this paces that I was hitting 12 months ago, I feel that the faster paces are becoming a little bit more comfortable. Now, how that will relate to the 5k on Sunday, really not sure. I ran 19:36 as part of the Maffetone method. I'd like to think that I can go quicker in the 80-20. I had a nice hit out at a park run last Saturday at Kelvin Grove, where I finished off the last 3 kilometres of that park run around 4 minutes per kilometre average pace, and that felt pretty comfortable. That gives me a bit of confidence. All right, I better keep running, otherwise I won't finish in time for work. Now, I did say earlier on too, guys, that I was out a little bit later this morning because well, I'm gonna have a bit of a hiccup with the training from here on in around my work. I'm going to be working later at nights. Won't be finishing until sort of 11:30. So that's going to put a little bit of a strain on running in mornings. So I'm going to be doing a lot more mid-morning runs like this morning's long run, because I've still got to be able to get enough sleep. And I think I said in a video some time ago that sleep is so important when it comes to your running, recovery, revitalizing the body, just making yourself fresh for the next day. I still want to be mindful of getting enough sleep and still being able to run the way I want. So that'll mean maybe so many early morning runs. I'm going to be able to see some of those stunning sunrises, but a little bit fortunate that it's winter now and cooler days, cooler mornings, so it should be okay. That'll just take a little bit of adjustment, that's all. Now, I don't have any idea why I'm struggling to find some of the paces that I've set myself. Maybe it's the age factor. Maybe that, you know, I'm a couple of weeks shy of turning 55, and maybe the body's just slowing down and I'm just not able to find that sort of speed anymore. And look, I know that there's guys my age, older, who run a hell of a lot faster than I do, and you know, hats off to them. I just found it really hard early in this 80-20 to find some decent sort of pace without feeling like I'd been hit by a truck. That's just brought about a little bit of a rethink. Maybe lowered my expectations a little bit on paces with some of the sessions, and I feel a really lot more comfortable about what I'm trying to achieve now in the 80-20. Now the 80-20 as well, I'm paying no attention to heart rate zones. My whole reasoning for doing the 80-20 was to get back to being able to run easy, judging pace. Just get past these people. And I wanted to be able to do that without having to keep looking at my watch, checking my heart rate. And it took a little bit of adjusting, but like everything over the past couple of weeks, just seems to have fallen into place. Really starting to run my easy runs easy and working that 20% higher quality stuff. Even though it's a bit cooler, I still sweat a lot. Still got to make sure I keep the hydration up. You don't feel it quite as much when it's cool, but still do sweat a lot, so hydration is still important even in cold days. Now, talk a little bit about the 5k race coming up. Now, I didn't realise that it actually starts late, 10:30. That works out well with the new arrangements for work anyway. I won't have to get up too early. Now, it's a reasonably flat course, a couple of little rises, but overall it should be pretty quick. The biggest thing for me in this race will be not going out too hard, not tipping over the edge too early, getting too deep into that red zone. Just want to try and be nice and even pace early, and if I do have anything, kick home strong. So what do I want to get out of the rest of this 80-20? I just want to keep replicating what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, getting those easy runs right, working in the proper speed sessions, making sure I get enough sleep with these new work hours. But overall, I want to keep enjoying my running. I'm really enjoying this 80-20 at the moment because I don't feel like I'm a slave to the heart rate, to watching the Garmin. Now, that's no knock on the Maffetone method or the low heart rate method, because you only got to look at the results that I've achieved over the past nearly 3 years running to that method, and what that has done really has built a strong aerobic base. Yeah, sure, I've had some hiccups along the way. That's my phone ringing. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm just out on a run. All right, I'll talk to you then. See ya. Yeah, so like I was saying about the Maffetone guys, really built a strong aerobic base. Sure, I've had some hiccups along the ways in that 3 years. Broken toe, these knee issues, the fact that I've got no soft pad left in both knee joints. But Maffetone, as well as building that aerobic base, it's really taught me to slow down and take things easy, and it's allowed me, I reckon, to prolong my running, get me away from bashing the body up too much. Look, I think it's a great method. It won't work for everyone. It worked for me, got me back into running after those injuries, got me running some good times, got me a good fitness base, a good aerobic base, and it's allowed me to move now into this 80-20 and to really enjoy my running. Long run done, 25k. I'll put the stats up here on screen, up this side I think it is. Yeah, not too bad. Got a little bit tired towards the end of that one, but had a big week. Had a decent hill session on Thursday. So what I was about to say before the GoPro shut down was that hill session on Thursday, still feeling the effects in the legs a few days later, and I think that's just the reason why I got a bit tired on that long run. In terms of weekly mileage, the second week in a row over that 100-kilometre mark, 60 miles a week. Obviously race week will pull back the mileage a little bit. So that's about it for this video, guys. All that needs to be done now is go out and get this 5k race done on Sunday. Hope your running is going really well. Let me know in the comments down below what you're up to. Stay safe, happy running, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hooroo.